wash my soul in the ocean, in the tears of God, I let it go.
Hello, my astrology friends. This is Lada from astrolada.com, and this is your November 2021 video horoscope for all the 12 signs. And we're going to focus on the eclipse, which is happening in Taurus, and a few other important events. November is a bit more tense, but I'm going to lead you through that, prepare you. So hopefully forewarned is forearmed. And I just want to announce that my 2022 video horoscope for each of the 12 signs are ready. Last year we sold like 10,000 and this year they're coming out now. They're a discounted price of $12 till the middle of November. After that they go to the full price, and each sign is 2 hours. And you can also get all 12 signs for the price of just 4 or something like that, the whole package. Anyway, let's start with the 2021 November horoscopes. Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, November 2021. The energy is quite harmonious for Virgos because most of the planets will be in water or earth signs, which is supportive aspect, makes supportive aspects to you, Virgos. But the energy of November themselves are not harmonious. But on you, they kind of come a bit easier. And let's see, the month starts with a new moon on the 4th of November in your 3rd house. And this new moon is opposite exactly Uranus, so there might be some 3rd houses about information. So you might receive some piece of information that's quite surprising, something new of a missing puzzle. And this piece of information might push you to mobilize yourself or to make big changes quickly. It not necessarily has to be stressful information or negative, but it might be quite surprising or unexpected. It can also indicate the very fast changes in a relation or new beginnings connected to acquaintances or mates, teammates, workmates, maybe some new such people entering your life suddenly, new workmates, new teammates, new mates, new acquaintances of some sort, or some new team project that starts suddenly and unexpectedly, or it can be a team project connected to something Uranian, marketing, advertising, online websites. Uranian is also anything to do with large groups of people, new technology. Maybe it might indicate that your work process, because 3rd house is connected to such things, might have to be suddenly renewed, renovated, more digitalized or something like that. So you have to learn new skills because of some new technological advances and changes. Or you might suddenly want to develop or study some new skills that are Uranian more in nature, new skills connected to the internet, connected to social media, connected to alternative things, connected to innovation, technology, or just an opportunity or desire can suddenly appear for you for a trip. There might be a surprise trip that develops for you out of the blue. Might be, or if you're going on a trip already around the 4th, you might have some unexpected developments that happen there. Also, the 3rd house is the house connected with driving. I would be careful exactly on the new moon because of the exact square with Uranus. Some when I'm driving or anything, Uranus can bring some unexpected things as well. Some issues there. Then it's your communication house as well. So you might, for example, open a new account on some social media around that time. You might start connecting with people that you haven't connected before. Or you might start some new studying course to train, to learn something, to take a course suddenly out of the blue. It might be Uranian course, as I said, with new technology or astrology of some sort. You might get very passionate to learn and study and read about anything Uranian, which is new technologies, innovations, astrology, alternative things, kind of out there things, or world trends. Uranus rules all the trends, what's trending. You might want to learn or read or speak or be on social media a lot about such things. But definitely very kind of busy month for you Virgos with this really full 3rd house. There is also Mars and Mercury there. You can get a lot of things done connected to websites, to sales, third house rule sales, to administrative work, any projects. You can start some new projects of writing, speaking, training, some new projects connected to travel or to marketing, to advertising, a lot of exchange of ideas. So, and also you can benefit a lot if you brainstorm in a small group of people when you don't try to do it all alone. Third house is like a group thing. Get together with 2 3 people, start some project that is, it's not only you doing it, you collaborate with others somehow. But you might be very busy with projects about recording videos, media, writing, communicating something. Busy, busy, busy. Mars, Mercury, there. Oh. And you might be even a bit stressed around the 10th. The 10th, be careful with any trips, using any tools, driving around the 10th, because Mercury and Mars conjunct in the third house. Mercury is driving, Mars is accident, and they square Saturn, Virgo, from your sixth house of health. So be careful with my health and with accidents as well. And around the middle, around the 10th, maybe 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, well, this more unpleasant aspects are active. Plus, I'll be more careful that I don't create some, there might be some power struggle with people at work, because Saturn is in the sixth house, and some more criticism, or in a small group environment where you're fighting around those few days, or with associates and colleagues. So there might be some stresses around technical things. Third house is technical, with technique. Whether you're using your hands or whether you're using any other tools, it might be around that time a little bit stressful, something you have to fix, because Saturn is about correcting. Then you might be working under pressure on some project that requires a lot of mental focus and a lot of mental energy. Mercury, mental, third house, using your mind and skills, with Mars. And like you have to do it fast. There is a lot of work. You're putting a lot of energy there, but at the same time, Saturn square, there might be some complications in the process, or extra duties and responsibilities that and deadlines, or something that might escalate and feel a bit more frustrating. Plus, be careful in your relationship with siblings, relatives, neighbors, co-workers, teammates, friends, or people online that you communicate with, or in your everyday environment around the 10th, because of the hard aspects. It's a bit yucky. Then it, Mars will also square oppose Uranus from the third house on the 17th. So just be, you can be very productive with any administrative work, with any intellectual, written, spoken work around that time, but it might create some tensions in relationships and in your communications, where you spurt out things, and then you see consequences of that, or where you suddenly decide to cut off someone as well. Then there is a full moon eclipse on the 19th, which you might feel from the beginning of the month and the next 6 months as well, in your 9th house. So it's actually a very auspicious aspect, trine, to the sign of Virgo, but there might be the culmination and completion of some course of study, for example, like graduation for some of you, or maybe seeing the results of some line of study or pre-qualification, or maybe completion of some teaching project for some of you, or completion of some import-export project, or seeing financial results from it, or maybe some important development with a teacher, or like my teacher, or someone who is like an inspirational figure to your father figure as well. There might be some important developments with father figures of the 9th house, but usually it can indicate also, I don't know, 9th house eclipses, they might be that you receive some papers for foreign residence, so you can receive, for example, something connected to travel that is important, to faraway countries, or travel, foreign places, or relocations as well, or educational project. This is the 9th house. And there might be some big shift and turnaround in your belief system, but there will be eclipses in your 9th house for 2 years ahead, 1.5 years. So it's just the beginning. Something is starting to shift in a big way in your belief system, in your worldview, how you perceive reality. and they might be very big focus on learning higher knowledge and traveling as well over the next year and a half. But it kickstarts with this eclipse. But as an eclipse, always I have to warn there is a possibility of some crisis connected to your belief system, like belief system crisis, existential crisis that becomes crisis connected to fathers or connected to foreign travel. But usually, the full moon eclipses in Draco tend to give you the results of something. And like a reward for it, or like to give you something for efforts made in that direction. But it might be the ending of a certain 9 houses vision for the future, completing it and wrapping it up of some sort. Anyway, but I don't think it's affecting you in a scary way or negative way. Then the other most important thing that you'll be very happy about is that Venus is entering your 5th house and is starting a 4-month trend. It will be in your 5th house for 4 months till almost the end of February 2022, making a trine to you, very supportive. So something good might come to you from this 5th house, from the small benefic Venus over the next 4 months, starting already on November. It can be a new romantic interest that develops, which is gentle, loving, kind. Or it can be a more romantic and loving period if you're already in a relationship, starting with more enjoyments and pleasures and things that you can you can do to enjoy yourself more. For others, it might be if you're trying to get pregnant, Venus 4 months in your 5th house can make this dream of yours happen. Even if you're not trying to get pregnant, Venus is a fertile planet. When it transits the 5th house, it's a possibility. Also, something positive can happen in the life of your loved one. There can be improvement of the relationship romantically, more enjoyable, fun things. Or something positive can happen in the life of your children, like some new good phase where you're happier with them, where there is improvement in their life, where things happen easier for them in some way. Also, some new creative project can come into your life, or some new hobby or natural talent that you have that you discover and you're really enjoying it, and you're going to deepen it into November and January. But when Venus goes retrograde, you might even revive some old hobbies of yours. But it's starting a trend of more pleasure in your life, more enjoyment, more creativity, more fun. Kind of constructive fun, because it is Capricorn after all. It's not going to be crazy out of it. But it's going to be kind of, respectable, pleasant, enjoyable. As I said, more romance, more fun, more glamorous places. 5th house is glamorous. 5th house rules high fashion, glamour, celebrity, the high life, jet setting, whatever. Well, I'm not saying suddenly all Virgos will do that, but they do need that, because for the past the whole 2020 and 2019, you had the most difficult planet, Saturn, in your 5th house, where it's like a drag on your love life, or it's kind of more difficult the love life happens, or it's more dry to enjoy yourself. And this 5th house is all these pleasant things of life that Venus comes now to bring in more life into it, to revive it, to bring more juice and fun and creativity and playfulness into your life. And while Venus is making trine to your sign, for those 4 months you're protected no matter what is happening. Venus protects you till February, so till the end of February, almost 2022. So when the Venus or Jupiter keeps a trine to a sign, there is a great, no matter what's happening, things play out well for the person. And you'll be coming up with great ideas, you'll be enjoying more creative hobbies, more pleasant times, more respect, more, let's say, 5th house is self-confidence that comes to you, because and enjoying more, like discovering yourself. 5th house is one of the self houses, discovering who you are, what you love, what are your great natural talents, getting more confidence and having more natural expression of your talents. So if you're an actor, if you're a singer-songwriter, if you're anyone that is in a creative field, a fashion designer, or writer of books where you're using your unique intelligence, you're going to enter a period of 4 months where you're really enjoying the creative process. When you create something that is you consider very beautiful by the end of February, that you consider that you're very proud of, or it might be that you create a child that you're proud of, you know. So yeah, that's what it is, guys. And fifth house is one of the houses of self-knowledge, so you're going to enjoy that a lot. So thank you very much, Virgo. Hope that was helpful for you. Yes, just be careful around the 10th when Mercury, the planet that rules you, is conjunct Mars and square Saturn. So 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, especially the 10th, can be the most difficult and tensest day for you, because your planet gets, and you have to be a bit more careful around that time for any inflammatory condition. Mars is with your planet, it causes inflammation or weakening a bit of the immune system, or any kind of accidents and so on, or arguments, but again, you can get a lot done, because Saturn and Mars are planets that make us work hard and get things done. So thank you, Virgo. If you want to check out my 2022 video horoscope for 2 hours, is only $12 till the middle of November, or my 124 pages astrology calendar for 2022 with all the important astrological events, the meaning of each transit, which date happens, when planets become visible, invisible, retrograde, direct, the meaning of each full and new moon, and how it can manifest, for the collective and so on. And it's only $30. This is almost basically a book for 2023, but it's an interactive 2022, but it's an interactive calendar. And I'm sure Virgo will appreciate such organized calendar. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.